My name is Angela Allard. I'm a member of the Social Responsibility Board, and as members of All Souls, we are part of the Metropolitan Organization for Racial and Economic Equity, More Squared. Today I brought a friend with me, Michelle Rice. She's a member from one of our partner churches, Zion Grove Baptist Church, and she's here to tell you about some of our work. The offering today will be given to More Squared for the work that we will be doing over the next year, and we appreciate your generosity.
Good morning, All Souls ministers. My name is Michelle Rice, and I am a member of Zion Grove Baptist Church, and we are a partnership with More Square. This year, we will be having a Intisaki training locally. I had the opportunity to attend a training in Pittsburgh last year. It was very eye-opening for us as leaders, and men and women, but especially women. We sometimes give so much of our time to our spouses, our children, our families, and things of that sort, and we sometimes do not have the strength or energy to do what it is that we need to do as women for ourselves. So our Intisaki training, Intisaki meaning she walks with the lions and she carries her own things. So with that being said, Intisaki training is a training. It's agitation, but it's not aggravation. It's to get you to dig deep down inside of yourself and see what it is that's keeping you from being that strong, powerful leader that God had born you to be. I had a chance to watch a TV show a couple of weeks ago called The Carmichaels, and the mother was suffering from some type of depression, and she figured it out that her trip to Wendy's was always about what did her sons want, what did her husband want, but she really didn't know what it was that she wanted. So being a leader, you get a chance to find out about those truths about yourself, not so much about the lies that were told and the foundation that was set before you. And you also find out that you are a strong and more powerful leader than you ever imagined. And being a leader here in Kansas City and also with More Square, we have a lot of work to be done. I'm on the education chair. I'm on the education task force. And so education is so important to our city and to our children and our families. The crime rate here in Kansas City is at an all-time high, and we need to figure out ways to get that done. Looking at this congregation and so many others, not that we don't know our place as women, but we also are 90% of most of our churches. So if things don't get done by us, it's a good chance that it can get done, but it'll be a difficult task. So with that being said, we just hope that you support More Square continuously, and we appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you. More Square does great work. So let's give the offering now. It will be gratefully received. And notice on the sign about how to make checks out. Okay? Thank you. Now, if you would remain seated, but join with me in our dedication of the offering. We dedicate our offerings and our actions to the mission at the heart of this congregation to build a respectful, caring community, to inspire personal and spiritual growth, and to create a just and compassionate society.
Our reading this morning is from the African-American poet Langston Hughes, who was born down the road in Joplin, Missouri, and who was one of the leaders of the Harlem Renaissance movement and writers of what he called jazz poetry. And this reading was his poem written in 1935, Let America Be America Again. It is full of language of the time and speaks to our situation today as well, I think. Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain seeking a home where he himself is free. America never was America to me. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be the great, strong land of love where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme that any man be crushed by one above. It never was America to me. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark, and who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro bearing slavery's scars. I am the red man driven from the land. I am the immigrant clutching the hope I seek, and finding only the same old stupid plan of dog eat dog, of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the men, of take the pay, of owning everything of one's own greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker sold to the machine. I am the Negro servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean. Hungry yet today despite the dream. Beaten yet today, O pioneers. I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker bartered through the years. Yet I'm the one who dreamt our basic dream in the old world while still a serf of kings, who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings. In every brick and stone, in every furrow turned, that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I'm the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I'm the one who left dark Ireland's shore and Poland's plain and England's grassy lea. And torn from black Africa's strand I came to build a homeland of the free. The free? Who said the free? Not me. Surely not me. The millions on relief today, the millions shot down when we strike, the millions who have nothing for our pay, for all the dreams we've dreamed, for all the songs we've sung, and all the hopes we've held, and all the flags we've hung, the millions who have nothing for our pay except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be, the land where every man is free, the land that's mine, the poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me any ugly name you choose, the steel of freedom does not stain. From those who live like leeches on the people's lives, we must take back our land again, America. Oh yes, I say it plain. America never was America to me. And yet I swear this oath, America will be. Out of the rack and ruin of our gangster death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we, the people, must redeem the land, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains and the endless plain, all the stretch of these great green states, and make America again. Here ends the reading. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be, the land where everyone is free. I read this piece by Langston Hughes every year as we creep up toward the 4th of July and the celebration of our nation's independence. Each year, I attempt to meditate on the meaning of freedom when so many are tethered in bondage by forces of domination and by acts of spiritual, physical, and economic violence throughout our land and world. Every year, a different piece of the poem strikes me again. And this year, it was that very last line. Make America again. Not make America great again, for when was it truly great for all, or truly free for each? Housh writes, make America again, make it over, make it anew, make it at last. Make it what it intended and promised itself to be. Make it free, just. Make it true and real. Make it for all, not for a few. On July 5th, 1852, Frederick Douglass gave a speech to the Ladies' Anti-Slavery Society in Rochester, New York, about the meaning of Independence Day being celebrated while there were those who were still enslaved and upon whose backs the freedom of others was built. His speech later came to be known as What to a Slave is the 4th of July. It held the highest liberating values of our country in stark relief against the enslaving truths of its actual founding. In this, as in most things, the United States is not an exception. We are not exceptional, even in creating a system of dominion as we profess to value freedom. What Unitarian theologian James Luther Adams calls the will to mutuality and the will to domination are always entwining and unfolding in stark tension in this world. In dark times, it can begin to feel that domination in its brute force often wins the day, even as we sing the beauty of our shared world. In his lyrical meditation on race in America, Between the World and Me, Ta-Nehisi Coates writes, perhaps there has been, at some point in history, some great power whose elevation was exempt from the violent exploitation of other human bodies. If there has been, I have yet to discover it. And yet we know there have always also been, across those same millennia, people who resist domination, people who practice liberation in the hardest of times and unlikeliest of